January 2026 was definitely a roller coaster for my Roth IRA. In today's video, I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'll start off by briefly talking about the distributions or payouts that I received in January. Then I'll talk a little bit about an account summary. And at the end of the video, I'll give you some of the progress that I've made towards my Roth IRA goals. Okay, so let's start off with dividends and distributions. For those of you who are new here, I have two high yield income ETFs, HOOW and QDTE, and I'm using these two funds to generate income in order to buy more shares of my core holding, SCHB. And I'm doing this because I live overseas. I don't make a lot of US taxable income, so this is the only way that I can actually contribute to my Roth IRA portfolio on a consistent basis. Okay, with that out of the way, I received four distributions from HOOW. The smallest distribution was on January 27th for about $57, and my largest distribution was on January 6th for about $124. So a pretty big range for this position. For QDT, distributions were below average, but sort of typical for January. Remember, they just had a big payout at the end of December, and with macroeconomic movements and news, it just seems like Round Hill Investments is just trying to help recover the NAV. So I expect the distributions to be below average for the next month or so. Okay, so looking at the income summary from all the distributions I received, a total of about $383.18. So not a bad month. Okay, so let's move on to the account summary. You can see that my account is in decline. Some months are good, some months are bad. This month just was not that good. And it's largely due to my position in HOW. Looking at the charts, you can see that it's consistently been going lower and lower since December. And a lot of it is because it has some exposure to Robinhood. And with macroeconomic news and Bitcoin movements, I think this chart's going to be like this for some time. A little choppy for the next few weeks, but let's see. Maybe HOW's earnings will be good, and that'll be a good catalyst for some positive movement for HOW. Okay, so looking at QDTE, charts a little bit better than HOW. Again, I think they're trying to recover their NAV, so I think it's going to be sideways for quite some time. Okay, so looking at SCHB's chart, again, this is why this is the core holding. It's up and to the right. There are some dips, but it does look a lot better than the past two charts. Now, if we look at the income summary details, you can see that at the beginning, my portfolio starts around $18,200. I was able to deposit $150, but I had about $1,000 in depreciation. So my account is down in January. And some months are up, some months are down. For me, January was a down month, but hopefully February and March will be a little bit better. Okay, before we move on to the final segment, just a quick disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as financial advice. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Okay, let's talk about the portfolio aims. My first goal for this portfolio for 2026 is to accumulate 150 shares of QDTE. Last week I had 80 shares. I was able to trim some of my holding in HOW because the movement was just going downwards. So I mitigated some risk. I should have done that a little bit earlier, to tell you the truth, but it is what it is. And so I was able to pick up 16 shares. So now I have a total of about 96 shares, or 64% of my goal. So I think I'm going to be able to reach this sometime in the next 4 weeks. Okay, goal number two is to get 1,000 shares of SCHB. Last week I had 350 shares. I can't actually do anything with goal number two until I've achieved goal number one. So it's still at 350 shares, or 35% of my goal. Okay, so looking at my portfolio allocation, you can see that SCHB is still my heaviest holding, and that's what it should be at 53%. Robinhood, HOW is at 31%, and QDT is at 17%. Ideally, for this portfolio allocation, I'd like SCHB to be above 60% by the end of the year. I'd also like HOW to be below 30% and QDT to be above 20%. So I think I can actually hit some of these goals early and some of these goals later, but we'll see what happens in February and March. Okay, so that was just a quick update for episode number 4 of season 2 from a Roth IRA for January's movement. Again, not the best month, but I guess that's how Roth IRAs moves. It can't always be an up to the right movement. So this is just an example of how my portfolio is doing in January. Please like this video and subscribe to watch more free content on achieving financial freedom and living in Asia. And you also might like these 2 videos. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.